Nice calm morning. Still dark out. I told the help 8 o'clock this morning. We'll meet at the farm. It still might be friggin' dark. That's okay. By the time we meet at the farm, get things organized, figure out a plan, drive to the first pasture, unload the side-by-sides, blah, blah, blah. It'll work out. It'll work out. Okay. I gotta get the Ranger loaded. I never did load it last night. Load the Ranger. And meet everybody at the farm. Okay. Let's get this thing loaded up. Alrighty. Throw the ramps in. Okay. We'll grab the cattle prods. They're in the pump house there. We don't overuse those, if you know what I mean. Sometimes the calves don't want to load very well, and it's just nice to give them a little zap on the butt. Get them in that trailer and get out of there. And then hopefully that feed box truck will start. One of my uncles is going to be driving the feed box truck, and another friend will be bringing his stock trailer. And no, not his stock trailer. I don't know what he's bringing, but he's going to bring his side-by-side anyway. So the feed box truck will lure him in, and the two side-by-sides, I got my side-by-side, and we'll push him in. Okay, the help is here. We're going to head her to the farthest pasture first. Get him in. And we are at the first pasture. Well, there's lots of bush in this field. We're just all going to drive out there at the feed box truck and both side-by-sides. Nice and easy, and hopefully they don't run in the bush and stay there, because if they do that, we're in trouble. Well, they're coming. I started calling them. You can see them standing there. They came and running, and as soon as they seen this side-by-side over there, see him parked over there, and then me, they kind of got a little nervous, but well, we're sort of getting them here. They took off running back towards this way, but the side-by-sides cut them off. There's only 10 pair in here. It's one of those pastures that's just, yeah, a lot of slough bottom. They don't really care for this hay or grass that much. Alrighty, we're at the next pasture here. We parked the trucks a little further back. The steel corrals are here. This is that piece I got with some stubble on it, electric fence, and the cows are just over a hill, just over there. Feed box is coming behind us here. See them coming there. Somewhere there. So hopefully these ones go in a little better than that last herd. They did not want to go in those corrals. We got them. Got them. Hopefully these girls cooperate a little better. Well, we're not sure where the truck and cows are. The feed box truck was going to come over this hill. The side-by-sides, we went all the way around, hiding behind the hills. I don't know where the cows are. They must be right over here already. Oh, there are. son of a, that worked pretty friggin' slick that time. There was just a bunch of cows that didn't want to go in the corral. I don't know if I got it on film or not, but when we come over the hill, most of them were in the steel corrals. A few of the calves on the outside. A little bit of a rat race chasing the few calves around to get them back in, and I couldn't record and drive at the same time, but we got them all in. So we'll go sort those calves off, and that'll be a load right there. So we're getting them sorted. It's not set up the best here. We're using the trailer as a gate, digging the cows out in that little tiny pen, drive the truck and trailer ahead, let the cows out, and then just keep doing that until we got no cows left in that steel corral. We got all the cows sorted out of the cows. We're just letting them back out. Last one. Okay. We got them all in the trailer. Now we'll load the side-by-sides in Buddy's trailer. Drop these off at the auction mart. No more pasture after this for sure today. Okay, so we're down at the in-laws here, where this other herd is that we got to get in. When I pulled in the yard, I noticed all the cattle are up in this area. They were just about right in the corral. So what I'm going to do is close this barbed wire gate so they can't go way back down the laneway out into the pasture. Fuck's sake. As soon as you come down here and do something, they all got to follow you. Well, I'll get back to the yard, and then I'll find an empty pail, maybe, and shake the pail, and maybe they'll come running to the corral, hopefully. Come on, guys! Kovash! Okay, well, they actually sorted really well, considering the facility to work with here. It's not the best corral system to sort, but there's not that many in here either, so it worked out. Just gonna back the trailer in, load the calves, and take these to the auction mart, and that's it for today. They don't know we got their calves in the trailer. Hey girls, they think I'm gonna open up this barbed wire gate that I closed there in the laneway. They think I'm gonna open this up and they're free to go, get out of here. Little do they know their calves are in the trailer. Well, you're free to go, girls. Oh no, they're following me back to the corral now, wondering where in the fuck's my calf. Hey, calf. What? What you doing, Heart? We call her Heart because of that white on her forehead. Kind of looks like a heart. Well, we're just pulling into the yard, our farm yard. After I dropped off that last load of calves at the auction mart. Buddy lives not that far from the auction mart, so he just went home. I went to his place, grabbed my side-by-side, loaded up in our stock trailer here, and now I'm just back at our farm, and look what showed up. The rental disc. So guess what we're doing all night? Okay. I think the old girl would have started. It is above zero still, but I'm gonna plug the block heater in for a while, and I'm gonna go take one of the other trucks to that field. I'm gonna start breaking up right now because the wife's off work, and if I wait till tomorrow, the wife will be at work all day and I won't have a truck out there. And this way I take a truck out there tonight, and then I can, whenever I take the stagger and braking disc out to that field, I'll have a truck out there ready to go, and I'll have a wheels back. So I'll let that block heater run till I get back. Well, I'll take the truck out to that field, get the wife to pick me up. She'll bring me back to the farm, and we'll fire up the stagger. Park the harrows finally. Still hadn't even done that yet. Kind of forgot about the old stagger and harrows back there. Fuel it up. Hook onto that braking disc. And then I'm going to do a couple passes, or probably quite a few passes up and down the driveway here, along the driveway, to break up some of that grass where I just mowed, to break so that I can farm that field as close as I can to the driveway. And it'll just mean less mowing to do in the future, right? So may as well farm it instead of mowing it. Okay, we'll jump in the uptown truck here and head her out to that field. Well, the old Massey's still here anyway. I beat the wife here. I thought she would have beat me here, but I guess not. She should be here right away, and we'll run back and check the oils on the stagger, blah, 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 fuel it up, hook up to that disc. I don't know if I'll bring that disc out here tonight or not. The time I do all that, it might be late enough. We'll see. Okay, let's check the oils on the old girl. Wife just dropped me off, and then we'll go hook onto that braking disc. Where's the oil level on that? Perfect, she's full. All right, fluids are good. I don't think plugging in the block heater there probably didn't do anything, but whatever. I'm sure it'll still start. It's chilly, but it's not that cold. See if she goes. Oh, hell yeah. Hells yeah. Okay. Plug that block heater. Park the harrows. Fuel it up. I see one of the floodlights is broke off. But, got it fixed up. Duct tape for the wind. Right on. Kind of pumped to get in that old stagger and go break up that field. That field's been grass for, I don't know if I've been telling you guys, but that field that I'm going to break up, about 100 acres of farm. Well, there might actually be a little bit more farmable acres now because I knocked out a little bit of bush. Oh, speaking of that, the mulcher guy was supposed to be back this fall. I haven't heard from him. The last I talked to him was a little while ago. He said, yeah, we should still be able to come up there. And that was the last I heard. Hopefully he can get up here like sooner than later. I guess it don't matter because after he mulches it, that braking disc, the discs, it won't do much to that land after it. I'd have to get him to, I was going to get that mulcher guy. He's got he called it something, to churn all the roots and shit up. After the trees are mulched, subsoiler or something he called it. You can churn it up with that and it'll just be like it was never bush there. So I was going to get him to do that too. I'm sure it won't be cheap, but anyway, I'm just putting some diesel in the slip tank on this service truck here because the old stagger sits high enough. Our tanks are old tanks, been on these stands for years. They're quite low. And then I put some gravel in the yard here, so the gravel built it up a little more, and it won't flow into the stagger, gravity flows. So I gotta fill the slip tank and then go fill the tractor. I'd like to get a couple ground level tanks with electric pump on here, but just takes time and money. There's a bunch of junk I'd have to clean up first, and I just haven't got around to it. Whatever, so we'll do it this way for now. Kind of got off topic there though. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to get in that old stagger and break that up. There used to be about 100 acres of farmable. I don't know, maybe 110 acres max now that I took out some bush. That's been grass, pasture since Dad bought it in the early 90s. So it's been pasture or grass, whatever, for like 30 years probably. It'd be kind of nice to rotate it back to grainland for a while and see how that goes. probably just seed it back to grass, hay it a couple years, and then start pasturing it again. It's just too far away to go for 1/4 acres. How many miles would that be from here? 12 miles or something. So that's just a little too far for 100 acres, 12 miles one way. It would take just as long to move all the equipment there at seeding time than it will to seed it. So, but we'll farm it for a couple years anyway and see what happens. Man, I gotta get some ground level electric pumps around here. This takes forever. Alrighty, let's get these things unhooked. Oh, come on. Come on. Have I ever told you how handy it is to have all this stuff in one truck? Portable welder, generator, fuel tank, air compressor. Just so bloody handy. I gotta blow out these, I gotta get some kind of plug or something for this these hydraulic banks. They get full of shit. So then when you're using the tractor and not having any hydraulic lines plugged into that, well, man, I forgot to blow this thing off after I finished heavy harrowing. Wow. Anyway, I gotta at least 2 remotes for that braking disc. One for your up and down, and one for your wings. I think that's it. Hey, how close are we? Ah, shit. Way off. It's got to go a little bit lower, I think. Hold on. Probably about there. Okay, see how buggered up I got the hydraulics and stuff. Okay, well the up and down is backwards to how I like it, so we'll have to reverse that. Well, the wings are right. Okay. Okay, just the up and down. I gotta go switch that around. There we go. Okay, that's how I like the up and down. Wings don't really matter, but the wings are how I like it anyway. And then okay, let's go right along the driveway here and see what it's gonna do. Well, we're doing the first pass along the driveway here. Cutting in the ground pretty good. Okay, it might be hard to tell on the video here, but that's 8 passes. No, 6 or 8. I can't remember now. But I only did it that many times, as deep as that disc would go, because there is still a bit of a hump right there from the old fence line. It's kind of a right? And I wanted to try and make that nice and level right to the edge of the driveway right there, so that when you got your swather or straight cut header, you don't get that hump. Because if the edge of that straight cut header is over there and there's a hump in the middle, you know how that is. You start gouging in the middle of the header and bringing in dirt and rocks and shit into the combine. So I went as deep as it would go to try level out that hump, and it did a fairly good job. So I'm going to call that good enough for this side. We'll jump on the other side of the driveway, and I'm going to disc it a little bit closer to the driveway as well on that side. So this side looks good. Okay, well, I got that stuff along the driveway done. It looks good. It's real good. Got as close as I could to the driveway. Actually, probably got a little too close in places there. Kind of disc, the rear gangs of that disc gouge right into it and pulls it away. So there's a big lip there now. I don't like that, but whatever. I'm gonna fuel it up, and then it's only 9 o'clock or something. So fuel up, and I think I'm gonna head her out to that field there that I'm gonna break up. Well, we're getting there. We're at the last half a mile here down this grass trail. Well, we made her. Made her to the field. Let's, I don't know how late I'm going to work tonight. It's still not that late. It's only, I don't know what time it is. How long did it take me to get here anyway? Hang on. Yeah, it's only 10 after 10. Still early. I'll be good till at least midnight for sure. Took about 40 minutes to get here. This old bitch is slow, so. Okay, well, let's get our depth set. See what it's gonna do in this grass. 30-year-old pasture. See, right here, you can see it's grazed right down like a golf green, just about. I think it'll do well there. The cow's got, you know, this pasture in places it's grazed down like a golf green, and quite a bit of the places, but quite a few places, I should say. But then there's also places in this field where the grass is fairly tall, like in the low spots where it's slough grass. They don't like to eat that standing if they don't have to. So it's fairly tall in places like that. So I don't know what it's going to do. It might take an extra pass or two, but I don't know. But I'll tell you what, for what I used it for along our driveway there, but that wasn't cattle packed either, like this is going to be. But along our driveway, after 2 passes, you could clearly see that it's black. And then the fourth pass looks like a rototilled garden, but that's also not cattle packed, and a lot of that was stubble, right? Because I was just doing the edge of the grass, so I don't know. But let's start making our outside round and see what it's going to do here. Okay. I put it as deep as this son of a gun will go, and I got a feeling it's going to have to be set as deep as it'll go to do any kind of a job out here. You can see it's not going in that deep. It's only going in. How deep is that? Not quite. That's only going in 2 inches, 3 inches maybe. Well, I got the headland done. I did 3 rounds around the whole field. It's midnight. I think I'm gonna call that good enough for today. Come back tomorrow and keep going. Not sure if you can tell on the phone, but it's pretty frosty. I'm gonna fire up the truck, let it warm up. Windshield's pretty frosty. Oh, it's frosty tonight. Holy shit. Walking around Climb up to the cab of the tractor to shut it off. Cool it off enough and shut her down and go home. Looking at the tire, what the hell, that don't look right. Holy fuck. I waited how long for this rental disc to show up. Finally get it today. Ready to fucking give her shit tomorrow and the next few days. Now I'm down. Flat tire. Wow. I suppose the tire's ruined now. Huh. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. I just put this tire on at seeding time. One of these days I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, put all 8 new tires on. Son of a... Well, it didn't take long to cool this thing off when it's that cold outside. Man, that tire's gonna put a damper on things now. Huh. I hope the tire's not wrecked. Just put a tube in it. Put some fluid in it. Looks like it has fluid in there. It's all wet. Or had fluid in there. Oh, man. That... Holy... Always something. Always friggin' something. I was prepared to go home a little bit early tonight. Get some sleep tonight. Come back tomorrow. Give her shit all day tomorrow. Work late tomorrow. You know, get her done. Well, hopefully the tire shop can get to me sooner than later. I'll phone them first thing tomorrow morning and see how their schedule is looking. It shouldn't be very busy, I don't think, for this kind of work, because not many guys are doing field work and stuff now. So, see what tomorrow brings.